the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, good Thursday evening, everybody, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network and our live coverage. The Elite Performance Industries 410 Non-Wing Sprint Car Series, Rossburg, Ohio. Eldora Speedway, round number 2. Saw a really good one last time out with these guys. Last Thursday night when we kicked the season off, we saw a pretty good race with those guys last week, and we expect the same tonight. A couple of minutes for them to get some warm-up in, get the track burned up just a little bit. They'll do some qualifying, some heat races, and then we'll probably have a little warm-up session, and they will get the feature underway, 30 laps the distance. Don't forget to say hi in the chat. We can see it. I will probably be able to respond. Make sure you let us know where you're watching from. If you got a favorite driver, shout them out. YouTube and Twitch, hit the subscribe button. If you are on Facebook, drop by Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, and follow. Action's starting to pick up. I know it's going into the summer. It's weird. Usually action picks up in the fall, but we're starting to get some action going here as it starts to warm up. On some weird nights, some Mondays, some Tuesdays, some Wednesdays. we've got our Thursday nights covered for the foreseeable future. So it's Fridays and Saturdays and not open. Sundays have been really good, and we got word today that the MAR's series is going to be making a full season. They're going to go every other Sunday on that. So we're going to make all that work out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Still working on some rebranding. That's going to happen eventually, but right now we are just sticking with DRN. Just having some trouble getting the logos to be the way that we want them to before we make the swap. So when you see Pavement Racing here, just know that we will be covering Pavement Racing as well. 11 drivers checked in, 12 drivers checked in, I'm sorry, and 11 have taken time. We'll get them out here for qualifying. Skylar Brown, 1484, very quick this evening. Bryce Lucius, 1489, and Trevor, 1494. About the only drivers under the 15-second bracket as Bruce Klingen just sits right at 15 flat right there. Well, Anthony, these guys are in round number 2. You get a hold of Wade Fields and have it hook you up. All right, practice session in the books. Time for qualifying. And we will wait for drivers to roll out. Skylar Brown going to be the first of those, it looks like. And Brown did not roll out there. So let's go watch Bruce Klingen in the 21 machine. On the clock for his first lap. Bruce Klingen right around the top. Looks like he's holding pretty steady wheel there. Cars are not jumping all over the place. He's not fighting it very much. Looks like it's pretty well attached to the track tonight. His first lap by. He is quickest at 1570. Colton Snyder bumps him down at 1543. Todd Brandt makes everybody slow at 1523. Go watch the Kiwi Conqueror here. We always like to watch Sylvie. Greg Sylvie, 15:21. You do quick time, and then he gets promptly out of shape in 2. That will hurt his second lap for sure. Vinny Sansone on track. Sansone, third quickest, 15:26. Rylan Gray. Rylan Gray, fun one to watch. Always a fun one to watch. And Rylan Gray goes to 8th quick at a 15:48. So Trevor Royer, the only driver that has not taken time as of yet. And we will see what is happening with Mr. Royer here. He's going to run out of time, I think. Hello, Tiny Dancer. How you doing this evening? This is going to be a short one, buddy. You need to get yourself ready so we can get all those advertisements and everything done here in a little bit. Just give her a bowl of ice cream or something. She'll chill right out, literally and figuratively. I said it was okay if your wife asks. I said it was okay. Does not look like Trevor Royer is going to get the opportunity to get out there and put laps in qualifying. I'm not sure. Normally, we get to see Trevor do those things. And we're not going to see it tonight. So Craig Silby looks like he's going to be quick time for us this evening. No. Well, yeah, you got to get those clean too. If you give her a full bottle, she'll be occupied for hours. Skylar Brown got out on the track early, but his qualifying effort's going to land him 11th. That's about a 1585 that he posted there. So Looking at Wade Field's time there, 15:37, and he sits in that 5th spot, so he should be in our first heat race. Inside of row number 2. Oh, now Trevor Royer looks like he may try to sneak out here. He is. He's going to run out on the track and see if he can get his laps in before the end of the qualifying session. Motorsports driver in the red and white number 90. We'll see what Trevor can post for time here. Didn't look super quick, but it's probably 4th or 5th quick, maybe. And it's 11th quick. That's a lot slower than it even looked at a 15:50 there. Off the final time, and Royer is going to move up to a 9th quick, 15:62. So he'll be in heat race number 1 as well. It'll be Silby, Sansone, Fields, Snyder, Royer, Klingen, and Brent Pfeiffer, if Pfeiffer made it in time. And I think he did because the qualifying session's still up. So a 13th car has made its way in to the server. Don't forget us on Sunday night. Not this Sunday as Mother's Day, so everybody be good to your mom. Take her to dinner, take her to lunch, do something with her. And next Sunday, we will be back with the MAR series as they close out that series. Drivers ready to grid out for heat race number 1, and it will be the Kiwi Conqueror in the 7th car, Craig Silby, on the pole. And you'll have Vinny Sansone, the 80, next to him. Then Wade Fields inside row number 2 next to Colton Snyder. Snyder, the 30 car. The 90 of Trevor Royer, row 3 inside. He'll have Bruce Klingen in the 21 next to him. And Brandon Pfeiffer did get listed in the heat race. We'll see if he gets the chance to roll out with the group. I haven't seen that car grid yet, so we will wait and see. Give him a chance to get up there and get ready to go. I know he made it into the server. Don't know if he was completely logged in. His name popped in just right before the end of that qualifying session. He may still be loading in. Just waiting for that time to expire and these guys to roll off for the first of 2 heat races. Everybody's going to the feature tonight. We do not need to worry about transfer cars. And Pfeiffer did make it out, but he is going to be held in his pit stall until about 18 seconds after these guys start, and then he'll be allowed to join the race. Guys rolling it by, getting ready to go. Gonna have one more pace lap, it looks like. That's kind of funny. Yeah, Tiny Dance was one of the admins for DSRL, and we are putting together an event. So he's working on the artwork for me while I do all of the typing and everything else. And his baby daughter is who we were talking about, making sure that she was entertained so he could come do this. Green flag over heat number 1. And you can see they're going to spread out quickly. Sylvie's got the lead. Sansone slips into second, side by side for the 2 rows behind that. Snyder and Fields, Royer, Klinger, and Snyder. Excuse me. Because it looks like Pfeiffer is just going to elect not to roll out there. And maybe his timer hadn't quite clicked yet. They're going to be at the end of lap number 2 here already. Sylvie out in front. Sansone cleanly in the second. Now Royer has grabbed third, but Klinger is working up the inside, and he's going to show him that he's there. Down in 3 and 4. Royer has to go pretty wide. Find some tack stuff. They were almost 3 wide with Wade Fields down on the inside right there. Good racing action in heat number 1. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Contesting hard against one another. Right here's a 1 and 2. Klinger slides across the nose. Fields is right there. One mistake from any of these guys, and he's going to pounce right on it. 3 wide out of turn number 4 for a brief second. And then Klinger was able to drive through and out thread the Royer. Right back at great battle right here. Most fun to watch. Front 2 checking it out. We're down to 2 to go. These 3 are racing and they are reeling in Vinny Sansone here. So about a lap and a half. Oh, there goes Wade Fields. Klinger made contact, and Fields is going to kill the outside fence in turn number 3. So at the white flag, it is all settled up now. It is Craig Sylvie. Keeley Conquer out of turn number 4. He'll win heat 1. Sansone will hang on for second. Royer third. Klinger in 4th. Snyder will come home 5th, and then Fields and Pfeiffer rounding things out behind that. Unfortunate. Those guys were racing hard, and it's a tough break for Wade Fields there. That he ended up damaged like he was. So we'll still see him in the feature. You can count on that. We'll get ready to look at the starting lineup for heat number 2 here. It'll be the 45 of Todd Brandt onto the pole with Brandon Garman in the 18 on his outside. Joseph Grandy, the 518, will start inside row number 2 next to the 81 of Rylan Gray. And Bryce Lucius. That's the 69 car. You see it says 32 on the scoring, but it is the 69. It's the fathead machine right there. He'll have the 71 of Skylar Brown on his outside. And that's your 6 starters for heat number 2. One more pace lap around. Hey, Mikey. How you doing, buddy? Thought about calling you today. I came across your phone number in my phone. I actually thought about calling you. Wanted to see how you were doing. I may try to give you a buzz tomorrow, see what's going on. Yeah, Anthony, just find him on Messenger or on Facebook in general, Wade Fields, and send him a message. I'll tell him to come watch this. Maybe he can find you and shoot you a message and see if we can get you going there. Pace truck and green flag coming out of turn number 4, final heat race of the evening, and Brandt hot on the throttle, absolutely gratifying. Oh boy, here comes Lucius. Wanted to see how tough the turn 2 fence was, and it was tougher than the car, but he's able to continue. Hopefully he doesn't have any suspension damage there. Side by side right now, battling with Garmin. And we're going to have a caution. Rylan Gray, somebody I don't expect to see crashing a lot. Rylan Gray, the 81 car. That's the black and red machine right there. See what happens to him coming out of the corner. Looks pretty good here. Oh, yep, he got a little bit of help. Got a little bit of help. A little right rear action into the left rear. Looks like maybe he's okay. We'll see when we get ready for the restart. First caution of the evening coming around lap 2 here of heat number 2. No, and it could be because he may have a different name on the Facebook. I can't remember. I know him as Wade, but there's some other stuff. No, Mike, I don't. And Steven's been telling me he was going to send me an invite for I don't know how long. Big Daddy X, and let me get you the numbers. And there are no numbers on it. It's just Big Daddy X. That's what I'm going by over there. So. But you could send me the link in a messenger message or something, Mikey, and I'll be able to grab it. All right. Going to get them single filed up. Lights off on the Pace vehicle. Ready for the restart. Todd Brent, Bryce Lucius, Brandon Garman, Skylar Brown, Joseph Grandy, Rylan Gray in that order.
Green flag, green flag.
And once again, Brant with a fantastic start. Lucius still trying to knock the outside fence down. You saw him get a little tippy right there as he got up on the rough stuff and got the right rear to bump the fence, and it unweighted that left front, lifted it up on the into the air, and he was able to get it planted back down. He's going again pretty good here. Coming around, going to be 4 to go, halfway home. Heat number 2. Brant, Lucius, Garman, Brown, Grandy and Gray, and I don't know, maybe Rylan Gray has some damage to the car because he's having some trouble really keeping that thing on angle right here. So that knock may have put a little damage in the suspension. Hard to say. Go out here, get a little wider angle. Lucius 0.4 of a second behind Brant. Sounds good, Mike. Come around, 2 to go, the signal from the flag stand, and Lucius now starting to make some hay. He's got some speed working right against the outside, loses a lot of momentum there as he had to gather the car as he found a bump and found some fence. Now going to go for the slider, didn't quite get it there on the white flag lap. Looks like he's going to at least settle for second, and he may not be able to hang on to this thing. Brant's going to win it, and Lucius losing control of the car. He's going to fall backwards. Garman second. Brown third. Grandy. And then Lucius will make it across right in front of Rylan Gray. And both Gray and Lucius had plenty of damage there. So we'll see how long they give them for the warm-up. I think they would like to see this track get worn down just a little bit more to open things up and maybe give that Highline a more opportune chance to race with the guys on the inside, but we never take that for granted. Get a good look back a ways. Like I was saying, Sunday night this week, nothing going, so we'll be back next Wednesday. Aces Up Big Track 410 Wing Sprint Car Series. That is a 9:30 Eastern start. And then back here next Thursday night with the Elite Performance guys. One more race with the Mars guys on the 21st, and then it'll be Wednesday and Thursday nights through the rest of the month, as we start to look forward to a new build for iRacing, especially iRacing Dirt, and the probability that some leagues will be coming back, at least on a partial schedule. A couple of big events. Right now, the Raging Cajun Classic 360 ASCS show is going to be happening on June the 20th. And then the 5th annual Jason Johnson Memorial will take place on the 21st of June. Links will be posted at Dirt Slingers Racing League on Facebook very soon for registration. That Tuesday night show is going to be pretty unique. It'll be a 100% manual show, and the guys will come in with random heat race draws, and they will transfer through on passing points only to the feature until we get to the consolation races. There'll be a couple of B-mains to transfer the last few cars in. So that'll be pretty fun. I know KR Stolfus is going to be covering both shows. Plenty of special guests. I heard from Mike Peterson today, and there's a chance he may come in and help with the Tuesday night show. And then we'll have Bobby Johnson, Jason Johnson Racing. On Wednesday night, Bob Baker, the executive director of the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum, and Wayne Unger from Dirt Vision coverage of the Knoxville Nationals. Great Australian commentator, and he'll be in with us for that Jason Johnson Memorial show too. Yeah, Mike, if you need to, send me something on Facebook. Send it to me on Messenger, and I'll grab it from there and open it up, and I'll join you when I get done here for a few minutes. Really all that's left now is a 30-lap feature. We'll see how long they're going to give these guys with the warm-up session here. And I'll drop by and have a chat, see what's going on while I work on some small art stuff. Actually, I've got to go get registration sheets for all these races. So. Just watching the guys go by. Royer. Quickest in this session right now. As the track starts to go away. So there's just Grander's car. He's tucked in behind Wade Field. That's Fields in the black and white. 71 green numbers on the tailtape. Make the X capital, Mike, and the D. Make the X and the D capital, buddy. Yeah, capitalize the D and the X and see if you can find me. All right, looks like the warm-up session coming to a close. I gave them about 5 minutes. So it is feature time. 30 laps the distance. It will be. Yes, it is. Craig Silby and Todd Brent on our front row. This should be an exciting start to this one for sure. Sansone and Garmin, row 2. Royer and Brown in row 3. Klingon and Grandy, row 4. Snyder and Lucius, row 5. Fields and Gray in that 6th row. And we will wrap things up. 7th row all by himself should be Brendan Pfeiffer, that DeWalt machine you see sitting all the way at the back there. Let's see if we can get down and get a little closer look. We didn't get to see that car during warm-ups. That's the 13 machine right there, so we didn't get to see him during heat races either. Watch the drivers roll out here. So we'll let them pace around a couple of times. You could send me your stuff, Mike, and I could try to add you as a friend here. Gonna go green. The next time I'm going to turn for 30 laps of green flag racing. Pace truck out of the way, ready for the green flag to fall. Silby on the throttle.
Green, green, green.
Underway. 4:10 non-wing sprints at Eldora tonight, round number 2. Silby down the backstretch with the lead. Brandt and Sansone for second and third, side by side. Trevor Royer's right there. Oh, Silby got her out of shape. He's going to allow these two guys to catch right up. He leads lap 1. We'll see where he's at in the next lap. 4 cars right on top of each other. Oh, contact between Brandt and Royer. That's going to open the door. A little car backing it in. That wasn't Royer. I don't know who that was that backed it in right there. It might have been Klingon. No, it wasn't him either. It was Garmin that did it. Garmin backed him down into 3 and 4. Nobody hit him, and that's pretty amazing considering. So you can see they're going to spread out 3, 4, 5 wide here through 3 and 4. Almost contact. That was the 69 machine of Lucius. Sansone now going after the lead, and he's got it away from Silby. So Vinny Sansone, our resident bottom feeder, staying true to his form, going right around the inside, and he's got the lead. Starting to get away, 4/10 of a second now over Silby. Silby's hanging on to second in front of Brandt. Skylar Brown is right up there as well, and Brown lost a little ground in 1 and 2 that time by. I think he got the right rear up out of that tacky stuff around the bottom. Trevor Royer has moved to the top of the racetrack, and he is making some headway, closing back in after the early contact. So let's go see what happens. Garmin, the red and yellow car right there. Oh, he clipped the fence getting in, yeah. Maybe not a lot of damage, but with company coming, you cannot do a pirouette and try to keep going. So Sansone, Silby, Brandt, Brown, Royer, then Fields, Klingon, Gray, Lucius, Snyder. That's your top 10. Grandy, Pfeiffer, and Garmin's in the pits. He might have a little damage on that car. They may be trying to straighten out that front end just a little bit. He did clip that pretty hard, and he may have towed that left front out just a little bit. So, Mike, you can send me yours, and I can put it in and try to add you as a friend. All right, looks like our lights are off on the pace track. We probably are going green right here. No signal that we are not. Pace track's going to stay down low. Hard left right here. Sansone finds the throttle. Green flag. Good single foul start. Back about 8th place. Somebody is riding against the top. I think that's Bryce Lucius, and that is exactly who it is. He is trying to bang down the boards. And he is out of shape. I'm surprised that wasn't a caution. He's able to get that car going again and not bring out a yellow, but he is beating the outside wall to death with the right rear and that rear push bar. Now he is going to find his way into Pfeiffer. Lucius having all kinds of problems at Eldora tonight. Let's get back close to the front because the battle for third is heating up. Brandt is down on the bottom. Or no, that's Todd Brandt. Skylar Brown is in the middle now as they try to work around Silby. Here's Trevor Royer. Great racing action going on right here. There's a new second place car, Skylar Brown. That's that black car with the blue trim up there. Silby's hanging on, but Royer is coming after him, and Royer's going to go with the short slider here in 3 and 4. New third place car, so in the span of a lap, 2 spots are taken away from the Kiwi conqueror, Craig Silby. He's 4 wide in turns 1 and 2. He may be giving up more spots. I don't know if the car's damaged or just not hooking up very good. But we're not used to seeing the 7 car go backwards through the field like this. As Todd Brandt is putting some pressure on. There's Bruce Klingon right around behind Brandt right there. He's 3 wide. He's got Ryland Gray and Wade Fields. These guys are about 4 wide back here. This is 6th on back. We will be getting ready to move to the front because I think Brown, well, I thought Brown was starting really, man, it looks like that gap's going to open back up. So, Vinny Sansone, and I'm used to seeing that 80 car running right around the bottom. He did early, but now he's got it wound up on the top side. He's starting to drive away from these guys. Brown and Royer are the 2 closest cars right now, and they're not that close. 4/10 of a second behind. Here's Royer hanging on to 3rd. He's the car on the bottom. Trevor Royer still working the bottom.
All right, man. Caution
And
is out.
caution.
Caution is out.
As this time it is Wade Fields, and oh, that's going to break up a great battle, it looks like, because Fields is up on top. Black and white car there. Brandt gets him with the right rear. That's maybe not as much damage as I thought it was going to be. As it looks like Wade Fields is able to roll away. He may be able to continue. We're going to have about 12 laps when we get this thing back to green. You got a friend request in there, Mike, so now you can do what you need to. So you can see the little Nerf bar on the front all bent up, but everything else looks like it's pretty good. Maybe a little bit on the push bar at the back. It's still Sansone, then Brown, Royer, Silby, Gray, Brandt, Klingon, Snyder, Garmin, Grandy, Lucius, Pfeiffer, and Fields. The running order, all 13 cars still on the track. All 13 cars still on the lead lap. And officially we will have 11 laps to go when we go back to green, which should be the next time around. Lights went off on the pace truck. The field will slowly make its way by, get single file. We'll get ready to kick them off again down here in turns 3 and 4. Vinny Sansone. He was getting away pretty good from Brown there. I thought Brown was catching up a little bit. And then I think Brown got the car out of shape down in 3 and 4 and lost a bunch of space. Sansone with a great start, already out half a second. He got a rocket start coming down the hill. Brown's going to be under fire as Trevor Royer now has found something grippy down on the inside of the track all the way around, and he is making headway coming through. He's side by side right there with Brown. Craig Silby trying to put some pressure. He's falling right in the tire tracks of the 90 of Royer. He'd like to put himself back on the podium. 9 laps to go this time by. Craig Silby is working his way around. He moved Royer up the hill. And Silby's got some momentum into 3 and 4. We'll see if he can hang on through the corner. Got the spot line. Yeah, it was really close at the line. I think they were about dead even. Sansone and Brown. Royer still trying to hang on to a podium spot, but Silby late in the going, trying to take it away. And Colt Snyder appears to have had a problem. Nah, that wasn't Snyder. I'm not even sure who that is back there. Oh, and you know what? It may be Snyder. It may have been Snyder's car because I think he got hung up in the fence down here getting out of turn 2. Got it close. We got a little help. He was already up there, and he got pinched just a little bit from the 69 car. Bryce Lucius really fighting that car tonight. He has had a couple of issues, so maybe not set up the greatest for Eldora tonight. Usually a very, very stout driver. So just a handful to go. Going to be 7 when we go back to green. Get close to that wave lap. Sansone, Brown, Royer, Silby, and Gray are the top 5 currently. Brandt, Klingon, Garmin, Fields, Grandy, and Pfeiffer as both. Well, Lucius' car looks like he rolled it back on. Yeah, he just rolled back out, so he is going to be 12th, and then Colt Snyder off track back there in 13th. Pace truck is in. Vinny Sansone, great start. He barely waited for that pace truck to twitch. He jumped onto the gas. Brown went for him in turns 1 and 2 with a slider. He couldn't get it there and had to leave the door open. Now Sansone riding high. Trying to keep that thing wound up and stay out in front of Brown. Royer once again battling with Silby. But here comes Ryland Gray late in the going, and with 5 laps to go, we are at the wave lap. The podium is still anybody's guess. This win is going to be contested, it looks like, as Brown now really starting to hang with Sansone, and there's the biggest gap we've seen since this restart as Brown bumped the fence there coming out of 2 and slowed the car just a little bit. Maybe all Sansone needs to hang on. Royer is going to be under fire on the inside from Silby and through the middle from Gray. Gray just not able to quite get close enough to really go after both these guys. Trained like he tried to do a throw the slide on Royer and see if he can take that spot away. The lap's just clicking off way too quickly now as the gap's starting to grow. Sansone in a rhythm. 2 to go. The signal from the flag stand. Sansone will pick up a win if he can hang on. Royer running that slider line now. Trying to stay ahead of Silby. Silby's got company for 4th in the form of Ryland Gray. We're going to go back towards the front. Sansone onto the white flag lap. Smooth through 1 and 2. It's all his. Just keep it square for 2 more corners. Vinny Sansone going to win at Eldora tonight. Elite Performance Industries 410 wingless sprint cars. We'll be talking to him shortly, as well as Skylar Brown in second. And Craig Silby is shown scored in 3rd. And we're going to go down here and take a look. 2, 3, and 4. This is 1 and 2 down the backstretch. This is the last lap. And out of 4. And Silby got there. He slammed the door pretty hard. That's what caused the crash. But he did get there. I don't know if he is going to make it around for chats tonight, but he definitely got to the line first. So we'll look and see. See Brown and Silby both in here. Let's get Craig down here. Third place finisher, Craig Silby. Craig, you there, buddy?
I am. Hi, Roger.
Tight finish right there between you and Mr. Royer, but you pick up the podium spot, man. Tell us what was going on there.
Oh, that was really, really difficult. Just really unlucky for Trevor. Just I think on the last or second to last lap, he just caught the wall slightly and it threw him out of shape, and that was just enough for me to sneak by. It's that bottom was getting thinner and thinner.
Yeah, I saw guys moving all over the place. I'm used to seeing you and Vinny both down right against the inside wall, maybe dragging that left front on that inside fence a little bit. And tonight, you guys were moving all over the place. Looks like the track dried out pretty good.
Oh yeah, it just fried really quickly. Like there was like the top just normally top is pretty good around here, but it was just there was just nothing right from early on, and so the bottom just kept getting thinner and thinner. And congratulations to Vinny and to Skylar. Those guys just ran away with it.
Well, a great run for you. A third place finish, man. Give us some shout outs, some thank yous before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks to EPI, Non-Wing, and Wade Fields for putting this on. It's the pinnacle of non-wing racing, and it's great to be part of. And thanks to Dirt Racing Network to put it on for the world to see. And concrete cutting, and Easy Trucks, and Iridium Sim Sports. Yep, thanks a lot, guys.
All right, man. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week. Still early in the season, a lot of racing to go, but I know you can't wait to get back each and every week. So thanks for chatting with us, and see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Craig Silby, he finished in third. Let's get Skylar Brown in here. We haven't talked to Skylar in quite a while. Haven't seen him a whole lot lately, but he comes here tonight. Has a heck of a run. Skylar Brown, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, man. Good to see you. It's been a while, like you just said that, but
yeah,
been a while since I talked to you.
Been quite a while. I thought you might have retired.
I did I kind of semi-retired, and then I kind of just run the non-wing stuff now. I'll dabble in the wing stuff here and there, but I usually don't have as much fun, so I'm still here, just really non-wing.
Well, it looked like you were having a pretty good time there, and really doing everything you could to try to run down Sansone. How was the feature tonight?
Yeah, I started I think 6th, and I was able to make a couple moves there, get to second behind Vinny. But once I got up there, it was just we're running like a weird line, like a slider in 1 and 2. I've never done that before, so that was kind of new. But just a line we were running, like I knew if I caught him, I don't know how I was gonna be able to pass him. It was gonna be tough, and then I would gain on him a little bit there at the end. Like he would mess up, and then I would try harder, and then I would mess up. It was such a fine line, sliding up to the cushion like that when it was so thin, and it was just tough. It was very technical, and it was hard to pass, but it was still fun.
An awesome run tonight. You can come home second. Hopefully, we get to see you back next week, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Well, give us some shout outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
Wade and Indy Race Parts Esports for bringing me along on the team, and then you for stepping up and doing this broadcast. I think you do a good job, and Wade and everybody for putting the league on.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and I can't wait to see you back on track next week, bud.
Yep. See ya.
Skylar Brown finishing second this evening, and he finishes second to a guy we're very familiar with talking to. It's been a little while since he made it to the booth, but Vinny Sansone, man, you kind of had your way with him tonight there.
Hey, how's it going? We had a good run. It was can't say that I've been having good runs, so this is a little bit change of pace, definitely in the right direction. And we put forth a solid night. Qualifying start to finish, and track kind of fell our way and just hung on at the end.
When you talk about the track, I said during the broadcast that I'm used to seeing that orange car sliding around the bottom, maybe dragging the left front on the inside wall, and you go and make a big fat liar out of me tonight, man. What made you move to the top?
Yeah, it definitely plays out differently. I think this is a pretty elite group of drivers we got, and everybody's got enough experience under their belt. You kind of know when this place is going to start heading toward the wall, and those first laps, it was real good. I was able to make my moves when I needed to, and as soon as the yellow came out, you can kind of feel the bottom giving up. You can see the kind of bottom and middle cleaning off, and I just had a sense that it was going to go up there. So I just kind of made the plan to head up there after that first restart, and never really looked back. I tried a couple times different entry points, but I really had to catch a little bit of that cushion there on the exit to make it work.
Well, an awesome run, man. You pick up the win, and this is early in the season, so hopefully there's a lot more opportunities to see the 80 on top of the podium. But give us some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you celebrate an awesome win tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, well, definitely look forward to the rest of the season, hoping we get a few more guys out. And I know can definitely put up a challenge and give us headaches. I just want to thank family and friends following me on social medias, giving up all the support, and all your guys' crew putting this on so everybody can see it.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting. Congrats on the win. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Will do. Thank you.
Vinny Sansone picking up the win here tonight. Pretty good run for the 80 car. And like I said, I'm used to seeing him at the bottom. He really shocked me when he went to the top, but it worked out for him. And good run for those guys. Great run for everybody tonight. Really not a lot of shenanigans. So let's look at our final standings. Sansone wins it. Brown was second. Silby in third. Royer, great run for Trevor. Had big disappointment last week. I don't think he made 3 laps in the feature last week, and he was tore up at Kokomo. He comes home fourth tonight, so good recovery for him. Gray was fifth. Klingen sixth. Seventh was Grandy. Brandt eighth. Lucius ninth. 10th was Fields. Garmin in 11th. Pfeiffer 12th. And Snyder with the early exit this evening, about 8 or 9 laps before the finish. Just bad luck that he and Lucius end up getting together there, and he ends up on the short end of that stick. All in all, good run. Round number 2 for these guys. Be back with them next week, 8 o'clock Eastern on Thursday night. Aces Up Wednesday night, 9:30 is the next broadcast, the next scheduled broadcast. That's a 410 Wing sprint car. They're doing only big tracks, so those guys have been having a lot of fun too, and some really good racing. So make sure you tune in for that. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the show. Like, share, follow on Facebook, subscribe on Twitch and YouTube. For everybody that Dirt Racing